Klopp is at odds with Liverpool over a contract extension for a world-class player. It's not often that Jürgen Klopp doesn't get what he wants at Liverpool, but the German may have to bow to the club's demands for a player he describes as world-class. The Reds are off to a great start to the 2023-2024 Premier League season as they prepare for the English Premier League Classic against Tottenham Hotspur on Saturday evening, before keeping pace with leaders Manchester City at Wolves earlier in the day. Despite the turmoil of losing the likes of Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, James Milner, Naby Keita, Jordan Henderson, and Roberto Firmino, Klopp has managed to regroup and get his team playing his way once again. Compared to the 2022-2023 season, which was largely disappointing for Liverpool, this was quite a comeback. During that season, Thiago Alcantara only made 14 appearances and has not played at all so far this season due to a hip injury he suffered in April. Despite being so injury-prone, Klopp believes the 32-year-old is worthy of a contract extension, but it seems that other managers at Anfield disagree. There are not 5 million players like that on the planet. There are only a few players who see things before everyone else and not only see things but have the technical ability to get the ball there, Klopp was quoted as saying by recent reports. He is a world-class player. He can be very dangerous with and without the ball, so there's nothing to complain about from our point of view. His football is outstanding, but his counter-pressing is crazy. That makes him a complete package. I couldn't respect him more, he said. While it is true that Liverpool are a completely different team with the midfielder, Klopp would not want to disrupt a winning team at this point. The right option would be to gradually bring Thiago into the game and perhaps review his contract situation later in the season. Thiago will also miss the Tottenham game, but he has started training and is slowly preparing to return to the team. Liverpool injury news and return dates ahead of the Tottenham game. Trent Alexander-Arnold is in a race against time to be fit for Liverpool's Premier League clash with Tottenham Hotspur on Saturday, with the defender only returning to full training on Thursday. The defender has missed Liverpool's last 4 games in all competitions after suffering a hamstring injury in the 3-0 win over Aston Villa on September 3. In his absence, Curtis Jones started at right-back in Wednesday's 3-1 win over Leicester City, and Joe Gomez will also miss out against the Foxes. Thiago Alcantara, meanwhile, is yet to feature for the Reds this season and last played in the 2-1 win over West Ham United in April. Here are the latest Liverpool injury news and possible return dates. Trent Alexander-Arnold. Alexander-Arnold suffered a hamstring problem in the closing stages of the 3-0 win over Aston Villa earlier this month and headed straight to the tunnel with less than 20 minutes remaining. But Alexander-Arnold took part in a full training session with his teammates at the AXA Centre on Thursday afternoon, a major milestone in his return to fitness, and is considered fit for Saturday's visit of Tottenham. Jürgen Klopp gave more information on the defender's condition in a press conference this morning and confirmed that he will be in the squad against Tottenham. Arnold's expected return date is tomorrow, Saturday, September 30th against Tottenham. Joe Gomez. Liverpool managed to beat Leicester City in the League Cup without Gomez. However, Klopp revealed after the victory over the Foxes that he expects the defender to be fit for Saturday's trip to North London. "We haven't played Stefan for a long time. We have to be careful with him," said the Liverpool boss, who is running out of right-back options for Wednesday's game. "Joey will be good for the weekend, but he wasn't good today. As for Trent, it's too early," he said. Joe Gomez was rested for the Leicester game and his expected return date, like Arnold, is Saturday, September 30th against Tottenham. Thiago Alcantara. Thiago's absence from Liverpool has reached 5 months and the midfielder has yet to feature since April. The Spaniard, who underwent hip surgery at the end of last season, is yet to return to training after suffering a setback during his recovery. Pep Lijnders said on Tuesday about the midfielder's situation, "We miss Thiago, don't we? He makes the ball go to the right places. We want him back. He's still not back in training but he's recovering. Time will tell how it will go," he said. Thiago's expected return date is not yet certain. However, he is expected to join the team in 2 weeks. Conor Bradley. The young stopper showed his potential with his performances in pre-season in Germany, playing 90 minutes in 2 games. He was then left out of the group that travelled to Singapore following a minor, unspecified injury and hasn't featured in a matchday squad since the start of the season. However, he has been taking part in training since his teammates returned to England. Having established himself in League One with Bolton Wanderers last year, the Northern Irishman is expected to be part of Klopp's plans as Alexander-Arnold's understudy when fit. Bradley's expected return date is currently unknown. Jürgen Klopp has confirmed that the Liverpool player has an injury problem and will miss the Spurs game. Bajcetic returned to the team last week after missing since March. However, the 18-year-old, who was not seen in training yesterday, is likely to remain on the sidelines for a while longer. Klopp confirmed this in his pre-match press conference this morning ahead of the Tottenham Hotspur game. Stefan had a small setback. The problem is that we have to be very careful. A little calf problem. That's what happens when you are out for 6 months. It's disappointing for him and for us, but we have another one. We need to rest him a little bit. Thiago Alcantara is still out. Connor Bradley is still out. I think that's it, said the Liverpool manager. While it's disappointing news for Bajcetic, his injury highlights once again how careful Liverpool need to be. The Spaniard is undoubtedly one of the best prospects in European football right now. But it's never good for the Reds if he's never fit. Liverpool are hoping to extend Bajcetic's career by giving him a long time to recover from his long-term problem at the beginning of the year. On the face of it, the new problem is not one that will keep the Spain under-21 international out of action for long. However, the Reds should add a few weeks on top of that to avoid making anything worse. Once this recovery is complete, hopefully Bajcetic can put these problems completely behind him. From a soccer point of view, it is already unlikely that the youngster will play tomorrow against Tottenham Hotspur. However, there is a good chance that he will play against Union Saint-Gilloise in midweek. As Jürgen said, it's disappointing and frustrating for Stefan and the fans who want to see him on the pitch. Nevertheless, he will be back and he will get better as he recovers. Brahima Konate says the £67 million Liverpool player really is the best in the world. Liverpool have some truly world-class players at their disposal at the moment. The Reds may have the best right-back in the world in Trent Alexander-Arnold, while Mohamed Salah and Virgil van Dijk are arguably the best in Premier League history in their respective positions. The Merseyside club have a wealth of talent at their disposal at the moment, but one player who is sometimes overlooked by the football world is Alisson Becker. The Brazilian is indeed one of Liverpool's most important players, but sometimes he doesn't get the recognition he deserves. However, with Ibrahima Konate calling Alisson the best goalkeeper in the world, it seems his own teammates appreciate him as much as they should. "You are my goalkeeper in the ultimate team. You're very good," Konate told Alisson. "You know why? Because you're the best goalkeeper in the world, you know," Konate added. Konate calls Alisson the best goalkeeper on the planet and we agree with him. Indeed, while there are some great goalkeepers at top clubs, we can't think of anyone who puts it all together like Alisson does.